Hi guys, it's December 2nd. The market is looking really down. I wanted to buy some Berkshire Hathaway and I just wanted to show you what's like a quick process that I do on increasing my investment. So let's get into the statistics of the business. The last year's PE was around 7.5. This is extremely good. Now, if you compare Berkshire to businesses like, Square, which has a PE of 190, Tesla, which has a 330 PE, 7.8 is absolutely amazing. And the price to sales is about 1.8 and the price to book is about 1.3. All of these are incredibly good values. Looking at the profit margins, we're still at 32%, operating margin of 41%. Last year, our revenue was about 270 billion, from which we made around 70 billion in profit. Looking with a basic approach of risk prevention, you should always consider the unknown. What's ahead of you? What's the problem that can happen tomorrow? Could there be a different problem because of COVID? Very highly likely. Now that inflation is at 6%, the economy is a little bit strained right now. And in such circumstances, having a lot of cash is always awesome because then you can buy businesses at great values. So imagine what would happen if we have a recession. Berkshire has $150 billion. They can basically buy companies like Tesla, Square, these amazing companies at such cheap valuations, unlike Kathy Woods, who basically goes and buys businesses when they're like all top. Looking at the balance sheet of Berkshire Hathaway, we can see that the total cash is about 149.2 billion. I'd say that's 150 billion. Let's take a round up there. The total market cap we just saw is about 620 billion. The company has 1/4 of its total market cap in cash. Current ratio is about 1.6. We want this number to be above a 1 always. And then the next thing I would say is operating cash flow. That is the cash flow we made last year was 42 billion. If you want to see what was their total cash flow, you have to go back and check that on the cash flow statement. That's like one thing that I'm super interested in, is seeing the trend of free cash flow in a particular business. Going to the cash flow statement, here I can see that the company was making 34 billion in 2017. I think that was an anomaly, but then after that we have had a decent growth, so 22.8, 22.7, 26, and this year 30 billion almost. So I think that the cash flow has a very steady increase. That's awesome. Now the last thing that I would like to see is there any big news about the company. Again, as a person who's a long position on Berkshire, this is one of my biggest holdings. I trust Warren Buffett. If it's a business, I don't want to be the person who's every day looking at it like a detective, because that's not how investors should behave. Investors should let the entrepreneurs we trust work on it. But yes, once in a while you should look at the numbers, and once in a while you should see if there is some important news. Going down, it says billionaire Bill Ackman is auctioning something. Somebody saying that Berkshire is outpacing other people. Berkshire sold some top dividend stocks. Investors will be pleased, they're decent 81 a year return. So Berkshire A has an 81% return over the past 5 years. That's super amazing. Not a lot of news, very consistent news from the last 15 days. Berkshire has cut Visa, MasterCard bets, trimmed some drug stakes. That is what's happening in the market right now. If you see in the last 1 week, MasterCard has suffered like more than 5% drop, and as you see, 17 days before Berkshire sold it. I don't know how these guys do it, but they know investing at a business level. That pretty much finishes my research. Now the last thing that I would like to do is I would like to place an order. At the moment we're trading at 279, and according to my analysis, the average price of Berkshire has been 261. Yesterday was a low of 275, and for the past 2 days we've been seeing a drop after 3 p.m. At this moment the time is around 1 p.m. so I would say this is a good time to place an order. I have my own superstitions, but I don't like to be too far from the market price. When I want to buy, I want to buy. I'm gonna do 10 shares of Berkshire, just because I think this is at an amazing value, and even if it goes down to 250, 230, 220, I have no problem. I think it will come back. So yeah, hands on wood and trust and value investing. Let's go. I'm paying $5 for the trade. This is something amazing about Questrade. They don't charge a conversion fee or anything. I have USD, I'm buying on USD. Awesome thing there, and we just placed our order. So that's it guys. I hope you liked the video. This is how I make my investments, and yeah, Berkshire to the moon.